Hello and welcome to my channel, The Mysterious World. Our planet is full of breathtaking landscapes and incredible places that attract millions of travelers every year. But not every destination on Earth is safe to explore. Some locations are so extreme, so dangerous, or so unpredictable that visiting them could put your life at serious risk. From islands filled with deadly snakes to lakes capable of releasing toxic gas, these are places where nature shows its most dangerous side. In today's video, we will explore 10 places on Earth you should never visit. Snake Island. Ilha de Arqueimeda Grande. Just off the coast of Brazil lies one of the most dangerous islands on the planet. Ilha de Arqueimeda Grande, also known as Snake Island, is home to thousands of golden lancehead vipers. These highly venomous snakes are found nowhere else on Earth. Scientists believe there can be as many as one snake per square meter in certain areas of the island. The venom of the golden lancehead is extremely powerful and can cause rapid tissue destruction. Because of the extreme danger, the Brazilian government has completely banned visitors from stepping onto the island. It covers an area of 43 hectares. The island is covered with cliffs and lowland tropical forests. Arqueimeda Grande is home to an endemic species of snake, the island Bothrops insularis, one of the most venomous snakes in the world. According to the Discovery Channel, some areas of the island have a snake density of 1 per square meter, and legends suggest that there may even be 5 snakes per square meter. The island Bothrops is the only snake on Arqueimeda Grande, but its population is on the verge of extinction due to forest fires and inbreeding. Local residents in the coastal towns near Arqueimeda Grande tell 2 terrifying stories about people dying on the island. One of these stories is about a fisherman who landed on the island to pick bananas. Of course, the fisherman was bitten, but he managed to return to his ship before succumbing to the venom. The second story is about the family of a lighthouse keeper whose snakes climbed through his window at night. People tried to escape, but they were bitten by snakes on their way to the boat. Currently, the lighthouse is in automatic mode. In 1909, a lighthouse was built on the island, which has been operating in automatic mode since 1925. Fishing and diving are prohibited in the waters near the island. The Danakil Depression in Ethiopia is a geologically active region at the junction of 3 tectonic plates, making it one of the hottest and lowest places on Earth, with temperatures often exceeding 50 degrees Celsius in some areas, more than 100 meters below sea level. It is known for its vibrant. The Danakil Depression is home to hydrothermal fields around the Dalal volcano, vast salt flats where the Afar people traditionally harvest salt, and Lake USL, one of the saltiest lakes in the world. Despite the extreme conditions, it is home to unique extremophile microorganisms and is part of the Afar Triangle. Rich in paleontological sites such as the discovery of Lucy, the Danakil Depression is an adventure destination for tourists and geologists, offering insight into the rifting process that may ultimately lead to the formation of a new ocean. Lake Natron. At first glance, Lake Natron looks peaceful and beautiful with its deep red water. But this lake is one of the most alkaline bodies of water in the world. Its chemical composition can be extremely harmful to most animals and humans. The water can reach temperatures of up to 60 degrees Celsius. Lake Natron is a dangerous body of water. The story of a lake that turns animals that fall into its water into stone may sound like fiction, but it's reality in Tanzania. Many animals live near one of the deadliest lakes in the world, and yet it remains a reliable cradle for numerous new generations of flamingos. The bacteria that give the water its blood red hue are among the few organisms that can tolerate lethal salt concentrations and alkalinity. According to ecologist David Harper of the University of Leicester, the bodies of animals that fall into the water turn to stone. Death Valley. Death Valley in the United States is famous for holding the record for the highest air temperature ever recorded on Earth. In 1913, temperatures reached an astonishing 56.7 degrees Celsius. The extreme heat and lack of water make it a very dangerous environment for unprepared travelers. Why is Death Valley so hot? The hot climate of Death Valley is due to a combination of factors. For example, its location in the rain shadow of four surrounding mountain ranges, including the Sierra Nevada. Therefore, moisture coming from the Pacific Ocean falls on the western slopes of the mountains. While precipitation is extremely rare in the valley itself, constantly clear skies and sparse, vegetation allows solar radiation to directly heat the Earth's surface, and its unique location in an elongated, narrow depression below sea level prevents nighttime cooling. Hot air masses stagnate in the lowlands, reflecting off the steep slopes and being re-edged at the same time. Already hot air from the neighboring deserts flows into Death Valley from the south and east, and faint winds from the mountains from the north. As a result, a unique microclimate develops here with extremely high temperatures and almost constant aridity. This combination of natural conditions makes Death Valley the hottest place on the planet. North Sentinel, the world's scariest beach. What's so dangerous about Sentinel Island, and why is it best to avoid it? Of course, we love the sea, the sun, and the beach, but beaches can also be very dangerous places. In the 21st century, when technology is advancing at an unprecedented pace and people are contemplating the possibility of nuclear war, it's hard to believe that a place still stands frozen in the Paleolithic era. And no matter what's happening outside, let's find out how this all applies to dangerous Sentinel Island. North Sentinel Island is one of the most isolated places on Earth. It's home to the Sentinelese people, an indigenous tribe that has lived in isolation for thousands of years. The tribe fiercely protects its territory and rejects contact with the outside world. It is home to one of the most inhospitable peoples on Earth. They refrain from any outside contact and fiercely defend their island from anyone who approaches it. The dense forest canopy prevents the outside world from gathering any information about the Sentinelese people, and we don't even know how many people actually inhabit the island, or why they are so aggressive. They're the last people of the stone age. North Sentinel Island is formally administered by India, but the Indian government does not interfere in the lives of the Sentinelese. The island's inhabitants remain uncontacted and kill outsiders. Lake Nyos. In 1986, Lake Nyos became the site of one of the strangest natural disasters in modern history. A huge cloud of carbon dioxide suddenly burst out of the lake and spread to nearby villages. As a result, more than 1,700 people died. The release of huge amounts of carbon dioxide in the form of gas continued for several hours. The gas spread from the lake down the mountain slope in two powerful streams, covering a distance of up to 27 kilometers and killing everything in its path. Also, according to survivors of the tragic events, there was a characteristic smell of rotten eggs in the air, which led some scientists to suggest that hydrogen sulfide was the cause of death. It is known that this gas in high concentrations causes rapid death. Conclusion: Lake Nyos is a unique natural site that attracts attention not only for its beauty, but also for its potential threats. The precautions taken help to minimize the risks to the population and the environment, but constant monitoring of the lake's condition remains critical to ensuring the safety of local residents. To prevent a similar disaster from happening again in this area, measures have been taken. Since the early 2000s, to Daga Lake, Nyos, and Lake Manon, researchers also suggest several options for ensuring the safety of the population: strengthening the shores, lowering the water level, and monitoring the situation. Mount Sinabung. Mount Sinabung is one of Indonesia's most active volcanoes. After centuries of dormancy, it suddenly erupted in 2010. The eruption began on the night of Sunday, the 29th of August 2010, after the volcano had been dormant for more than 400 years. Smoke and ash emissions were recorded at a height of at least 1.5 kilometers. There are 12 villages within a 6 kilometers radius of the volcano. The eruption forced about 12,000 residents of the Indonesian island of Sumatra to leave their homes. Over the course of several days, more than 5,000 people fled their homes, running as far away from the volcano as possible. The volcano erupted again in November 2013. On the 4th of January and the 1st of February 2014, 14 people died. In June 2015 and the 27th of February 2016, 7 people died. On the 19th of February 2018, the 9th of August 2020, and the 2nd of March 2021, there were no casualties. Oymyakon. Oymyakon is known as the coldest permanently inhabited Earth. Many of us love warm weather with gentle sunshine and summer views all around, but a significant part of the population lives in rather harsh conditions, where warmth is a rare phenomenon, and in some places it is almost non-existent. Nature is such that in some parts of the Earth, the air temperature can drop to record lows. For example, in 1933, a meteorological station in the small Russian town of Oymyakon officially recorded a temperature of 67.7 degrees Celsius. But the residents of Oymyakon did not give up and erected a monument in the center of their town, indicating the temperature recorded by Obruchev. So, the question of the coldest place on Earth with permanent residents remains open. The Gates of Hell. The Darvaza gas crater. In the middle of the Karakam desert lies a fiery crater that has been burning for over 50 years. A burning crater in the middle of the desert in Turkmenistan. If there is a gateway to the underworld anywhere in the world, it is there in Darvaza. In the early 1970s, geologists discovered a promising gas field. Drilling and extraction began, but during the work, the geologists stumbled upon a surprise: an underground cave. The drilling rig, equipment, and transport fell into it, but fortunately there were no casualties. Of course, natural gas began to flow from the hole in the ground. To prevent local residents from being poisoned by harmful compounds, it was decided to set fire to the gas, hoping that it would soon burn out and go out. As you can imagine, the crater has not gone out yet, and is not going to. The Yungas Road. This narrow mountain road in Bolivia, known as the Death Road, is considered one of the most dangerous roads in the world. It is not surprising that people still pray before traveling on this road. Formally, it is called the North Yungas Road, but in fact, no one calls it that. All Bolivians and the rest of the world know it as the Young Death Road. More optimistic people call it the Road of Destiny. Our planet is full of incredible and mysterious places. But as we've seen today, some of them are simply too dangerous for humans to explore. These extreme environments remind us just how powerful and unpredictable nature can be. If you enjoy discovering the most mysterious and fascinating places on Earth, don't forget to subscribe to The Mysterious World. And stay tuned because there are many more incredible places waiting to be explored.